My step-grandmother gave me a box filled with towels while gifting my other relatives the exact sewing machine I had requested for Christmas. So I took my gift for her and gave it to someone else. At the onset of the pandemic, my husband and I wound up unemployed and had to move in with my parents. My dad and my stepmom are the most wonderful humans in the world. My stepmom's mother, who I'll refer to as Marie from here on, not so much. We moved in at the end of October after our lease expired at our previous residence, and a couple of days after moving in, Marie asked my husband and me if we had any Christmas wishes, and was adamant that price was no object. She's made it very clear in the past 17 years that she didn't want her daughter to marry my father, and that the added baggage of my sister and I made it even less ideal, but I assumed because she asked me that maybe she wanted to bury the hatchet, so I was honest. I mentioned wanting a new sewing machine. I showed her the one I wanted, which is about $200. I didn't think much of the exchange until last Friday. Marie was leaving to go to see family a few states over for the holidays, so she called the family to come over so she could hand out gifts. I was just getting home from work, so my cousins, aunts, and uncles had already begun opening their gifts. 3 of my cousins and 1 of my aunts got the exact sewing machine I had shown Marie. All the other kids got stuff like video games, hoodies, sneakers, and gift cards to different places. I admittedly got a little excited. I went last. Marie handed me my gift. I opened it, and it was a sewing machine box, filled with new towels. She said, "I know you guys are having money troubles. Thought that might be helpful." I waited until everyone left, but was genuinely upset because I knew that she knew we had towels, washcloths, etc. because we brought them with us from our old place, and we had our own designated cupboard for those things in our bathroom. When I got my new job, I took my first and second paychecks and started buying gifts for everyone. I spent nearly $150 to order a giant hand-woven dyed and beaded tapestry from a local indigenous bead artist for Marie. I wanted to get her something I knew she would love and cherish because I thought maybe we were getting past the previous 17 years of hostility. She and I are both close to 50% indigenous, and it's a big part of her lifestyle and aesthetic, as it is mine. I genuinely don't know at this point if she was trying to be malicious, but I feel she was, having me open it in front of everyone, and I felt absolutely humiliated. My stepmom and dad agree with me and say I should keep it, as does my husband, but when I asked a few family friends, they said they think it sounds like I'm mad that I didn't get an expensive gift. I feel it's blatant favoritism. Would I be the asshole if I kept the tapestry for myself? Edit for clarity. Because of work, I was unable to go pick up Marie's gift in time for the gift exchange, which is why she hasn't gotten it yet. Update 1. I called my stepmom on my 15-minute break and told her that I would not be giving her mother the gift and that I would be getting her something else. I don't know what yet, but I'm sure I can come up with a shitty generic gift between now and New Year's. I've spoken to my stepmom, and she's planning on sitting down with me and my dad when Marie returns, and basically everyone telling her that her actions were unacceptable. My stepmom is taking me to get my sewing machine this afternoon. Final update. My stepmom started off by saying that she wanted everyone to hush because she had something she wanted to discuss. She went in on how Marie has always been kind and generous, but that this year she was untoward and mean in a very aggressive way, and then she had me tell everyone what she did. She kept trying to get my uncle to end the call, but he refused. My stepmom had let him know beforehand that this all was going down, and that he was not to cut the call. I told everyone what happened, as well as some other things she's done over the years, especially around the holidays. Marie was mortified. I showed her the tapestry, and told her the thought process that went behind this being my gift for her. How much I had hoped that her seemingly going out of her way to get me a gift was finally a chance for us to bridge the gap between us and have a relationship, and then informed her that I would be gifting the tapestry to someone else who actually deserved my kindness. I told her she could expect to find her gift in her room when she returned home, and that I didn't care if she apologized or didn't, because the damage is done. My sister and I did nothing to deserve the treatment we'd been given, and that I have no desire to be anything more than cordial with her from this point on, whether we live in the same house or not. I've decided to just buy her some cheap scented candles and call it a day. My younger cousins decided they do not want their sewing machines, as did my aunt. They all decided they were going to give me one of them, and try to get refunds on the other 2, and we're all going to do some sort of spa day together. My stepmom took over again after that because I got emotional, and she laid into Marie for making a public spectacle of her trickery, and words were had between them, but my stepmom held fast. We ended the call shortly after. My stepmom and I are on the way to my aunt to pick up my new sewing machine. The tapestry has been packed up nicely, and will be shipped to one of my absolute best friends tomorrow, so that he can love and appreciate it, because it's beautiful and deserves to be cherished.